All right, want to welcome everybody here to the Andrew College Digital Network and the Horde Athletic Complex for today's doubleheader between the Panthers of Lagrange College Junior Varsity and your Lady Fighting Tigers from the Andrew College. Kyle Hosell and I will be broadcasting the game today. Kenneth Williams is running the production for us. Lady Tigers on a 4-game winning streak right now have swept ABEC and Gordon in the last two doubleheaders. And I am going to turn it over to Kyle for the visitors' starting lineup.
All righty. So, Lagrange's starting lineup, batting order, and positions. Chafin, playing center field. Kelly, catching. Savannah Williams at shortstop. Hannah Cadell, third base. Kara Estelle is a designated player. Taylor Thrakill, playing right field. Kelsey Dietz, playing left field. Katie Jacobson at second base. Kelsey Parrott at first base. Leanne Porter in the circle. LaGrange College, coached by Shanna Brumbelow.
Yeah, you almost sit on the mound, didn't you, there?
Nah.
All right, the Lady Fighting Tigers come in with a record. Kyle just showed it to me. Where was our record?
11-21.
11-21. Certainly not indicative of how they've played the last 2 weeks.
6-2 the last 8 games.
6-2 the last 8 games. They are 5-3 in the conference and currently sit in third place. Top 6 make the playoffs. First time the Andrew College Tigers have ever been above 500 in conference. Certainly here lately. Leading off, pretty little bit of a different lineup, but try and get to it here. Leading off will be number 11, Madison Beasley. She is a center fielder. Batting second and playing short will be number 2, Caitlin Smith. We'll call her Smitty. Again, there are 3 Caitlins on this team, and basically they're all playing in this game, so each one of them has a nickname. Caitlin Smith is Smitty. Batting third and doing the DP, designated player number 23, and the second Caitlin Davis. We call her Caddy. Batting fourth and playing second base will be number 18, Cheyenne Tillman. Batting fifth behind the plate, number 4, Katie Hayes. Batting sixth and playing third will be number 20, Kiara West. We call her Kiki. Batting seventh and playing first base will be number 34, Kenzie Maddox. In the circle, number 14, the third Caitlin Dunlap. We call her Tot, short for Tater Tot. Apparently she was Tater when she got here, so they added a little nickname to her. Batting ninth and playing left field will be number 9, Samantha Gidney. The flex will be the right fielder, number 1, Abigail Fuller. As you can see, Coach Brumbelow and I think that's Jennifer, actually. It looks like Jennifer. Golly, what is Jennifer's first name? No, last name. May not be. Anyway, I think that's Jennifer. She is the head coach of the varsity and the JV. Shannon Brumbelow will probably be doing most of the coaching here today. Tigers in their familiar charcoal. Lagrange will be in white, red, and black. Lagrange, obviously another Methodist college, a sister school to us. Been that way for 150 years. And so we consequently have been playing them probably for all the years that we've had a fast pitch team, I'm guessing. Soccer plays them. I know the men's soccer team. I don't know if y'all play them this year or not.
Yes, we're playing. Well, in the spring we do.
Y'all
we're playing them on the 30th. We're not playing them in the fall. Yeah.
Y'all are going up to Lagrange.
We're going up to Lagrange, seeing Fred. Yep.
And apparently the men's soccer team has a home game. I just was informed by Rudy today. Men's soccer team has a game Sunday, which we'll try and televise. Kyle will be doing some broadcasting on that. Looks like both teams are fixing to be announced here. They usually announce them one at a time. We'll see what the protocol is here.
Well, hopefully that wind is not affecting our microphones too much. It's blowing in pretty hard at us here.
Pretty steady. Right now the announcer's going over the NJCAA Code of Conduct pledge. We're back to be up underneath the outpost, Kyle. I was doing those 2 games as incredibly difficult.
Yes.
My neck has still got a crook in it from turning sideways, so
And having to get up and down based on fan positioning.
Yeah, I just looked at the fellow sitting in the chair right next to us. We'd already had to have him move.
Yep.
Got a couple of angry glares from some people on that little deal.
Big crowd last time.
Absolutely.
Last time out.
There goes Ashley Chafin. Jalen Kelly. Savannah Williams. Hannah Cadell. Kara Estelle. Taylor Threlkill. Kelsey Dietz on her way out. Katie Jacobson. Kelsey Parrott. And Leanne Porter. And the rest of the Lady Panthers. Madison Beasley on her way out. I think they just said Smitty was from Alabama. I think I heard that. I think that's Caitlin Davis is who they're talking about. She's from Alabama. Cheyenne Tillman. Katie Hayes on her way out. I think they're just making up hometowns. They said Katie was from Biloxi, Mississippi. Goes Kiki West. Kenzie Maddox. Caitlin Dunlap will be in the circle. Samantha Gidna going out to left. And Abigail Fuller on her way to right.
We're going to have it playing on the national anthem now.
What's his name said he only needed one. They were just going to do some stretching and some little drills. He said you could go ahead and set it up. They could walk around. So he told me. They had basketball. Of course. But I told him he said.
This is Dunlap's first game in about 10 games now. Getting a chance to start here against Lagrange in the first game. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any statistical information on Lagrange Panthers. We're going to do the best to give you some information as we have it. I was able to talk to one of the coaches and was able to ascertain some information. Leading off for the Panthers, number 10, Ashley Chafin. Ashley's a presidential ambassador for the school. Ball outside. Foul tip held on by Katie. 1-1 to count. Just outside. 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. Once again, Ashley Chafin at the plate. Takes low for ball 3. Full count. Swing and a miss. Jalen Kelly is the number 2 hitter here. Number 6. Jalen started every game this year. Behind the plate. Fouls off the second pitch. Counts 1-1. Kayla with a nice throw back into the circle. Oh, just low. Two and one. Another low one. 3-1 to count. Just missed on the inside. Jalen draws a walk. First base runner for the Panthers. Brings up another player who has played every game this year. Number 18, Savannah Williams. The shortstop. Just inside. Similar pitch to the pitch that Jalen took. High ball 2. 2-0. Kiki and Kenzie playing tight on the lines and in. Expecting a possible bunt. Dunlap's found the plate this time. It's 2-1. Foul ball. Hit off her leg. It's 2-2. Pulled foul. Savannah stays alive. It's 2-2. Called strike 3. Number 27, Hannah Cadell, takes low ball 1. Hannah's playing third base today. Hit in the right field, drops for a base hit. Hannah's got the first hit of the day for the Panthers. Got first and second, 2 outs. Kara Estelle, number 14. Ball gets away from Katie. Runners move up to second and third. Kara leads the team in batting average. Ball Ball 2. Sorry about that. 3-0 the count. Oh, fouled off. I don't have to yell head today because we don't have a baseball game going on behind us. Normally, Mr. Brown or myself has to shout in your ears. Well, we have that as ball 4, but they have that as ball 3. We got full count now. Skied into center field. The Bees is under it. Side retired. Panthers leave 2 on. 1 hit, no runs, top of the first.
Thank you, Kyle. Got hung up there with a little business, which I was unable to take care of, but did all I could. So hopefully we'll do here. Again, the Panthers did strand 2 there. We'll be back here in just a moment. All right, Porter done with her warm-up tosses.
Looks like she's bringing a little heat there, Mark.
Yeah, she's throwing pretty hard. Let's say hello to Sherry Brown. Send us a couple shout-outs. Tigers will send up Beasley, Smith, and Davis.
Well, we gotta say hello to Miss Brown's grandchildren too, because they enjoy watching the game.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They said,
hello.
Grandma, they're talking about you. Well, now we're talking about you, kids.
Beasley's been swinging a hot bat here lately.
Yeah, 3 for 5 in that doubleheader against Gordon.
First pitch from Porter right in there for strike 1. Is she leading the team in hitting, Beasley?
No, actually, Cheyenne's got her beat by a couple hits. The Bees is hitting 324. And Cheyenne's at a 333 clip.
Oh, Donna Roundtree's made it out here.
Hey, there we go. Ball.
I meant to move my truck, by gosh. We come out here, and I said I was going to park. Oh, no, 0-2 count here on Beasley. Change up stays way high. Parked out here, and Donna.
Come over here and be interviewed.
1-2 pitch.
No, I'm just kidding.
Stays high. Will you get in my truck? The keys are in it. Will you back it down there towards? I pulled here, but I'm.
This is your.
Just, yeah, over there behind the baseball.
2-2 count to the Bees.
Had to get Coach Roundtree to move my truck. I parked it right behind the softball dugout when I got here. I intended to move it, but 3-2 pitch. Beasley holds up.
Beasley does lead the team in hits with 34.
her first college home run
last week. Yeah.
3-2 pitch. Hard ball hit right at Williams. Short hopped over there to Parrott. Parrott made a nice dig for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Schmitty. Again, Kyle Hosell, Mark Brown here with you. Kenneth Williams producing. Got 20 people watching so far. Give us a shout out. Let us know. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Schmitty is high. Defensively for the Lady Panthers and left to right, Dietz, Chafin, Thrail kill. 1-0 pitch. Stays high. Third to first, Cadell, Williams, Jacobson, and Parrott. Behind the plate is Kelly, and in the circle is Porter. It's 2-0 pitch to Schmitty. Bends a curveball in there for strike one. Wind blowing to the left a little bit. It's calmed down since it was a little earlier. 2-1 pitch. Schmitty rolls over the top of it and fouls it off. Kelly with a long run back here to the backstop, a good 30 feet back here. Thank you, Donna. I didn't know the seat moved. Had to get Donna to move my truck after, like I said, I parked it behind softball with the intention of moving it. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off down the third base line. Petrie came out here behind me and parked out there, and I want to give him room to get out, and then I got messing around with this and forgot to do it until I looked up at the first foul ball that hit on top of the dugout about 13 feet from it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Schmitty at the plate. Schmitty strikes out. That'll bring up Caddy Davis, the DP. Two outs, nobody on. First pitch to Davis, right in there for strike one. Dale Chambliss behind the plate, umpire.
Crash hitting 306 for the year.
Crash Davis, Bull Durham fame. Hill 1 pitch, foul straight back. Oh, it made it over the net.
Oh, almost hit your truck. Donna put it in a good spot.
Good. I rode around in the old Oldsmobile Royale, 1990 model, 26 years old. Bought a 2002 Chevy 1500. 0-2 pitch. Nice block there by Kelly. Transmission was going on in the old Gray Ghost, and we finally had to give her up. So
no.
Yeah.
No.
Among other things.
Not because of the way Kenny drove it, was it the other day?
No. Kenny was just a nail in the coffin. 1-2 pitch. Davis strikes out.
The car tried to kill me.
So Porter strikes out too. Go to the top half of the second here. Still no score on the ACDN. We'll be back. Caitlin Dunlap back in the circle. Leading off for the Lady Panthers will be the right fielder, number 41, Taylor Thrailkill. First pitch from Dunlap, catches the outside corner for strike one. Nobody on, nobody out here, top half of the second.
Well, besides having a very cool name, Taylor is actually a hometown product. Grew up in Lagrange.
Awesome. Dunlap out quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Again, nobody on, nobody out here. Top half of the second. 0-2 is low.
When she's missed low today.
Kayla Williams' daughter, Corey, out. Ground ball to Tillman. She'll handle it easy over to Maddox. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 35, Kelsey Dietz. One out, nobody on. First pitch is fouled off. Baseball team left today about noon. They're on their way to Rome, Georgia, to play Georgia Highlands tonight. I think it's a 5 or a 5:30 start.
Yeah, they'll be getting home late.
Yeah. 0-1 stays high.
Dietz is one of those players where she draws a walk. It's almost like getting a double. Leads the team in stolen bases and big threat to steal.
1-1 pitch right in there for strike 2. The baseball team now starting on their 3rd series. They've played A-Back Darton and now 4 games set with Highlands. Dunlap pulls a string on Dietz, strikes her out. I'm going to bring up the second baseman, number 63, Katie Jacobson. The Tigers will be home Friday for a single game, probably at 3 o'clock. I haven't looked, and then a doubleheader Saturday. I'm sure it'll be at 1 o'clock. First pitch to Jacobson's outside. And then the men's soccer team is playing a club team out of Florida on Sunday, so we'll have a busy weekend. 1-0 pitch right in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Catch the outside corner for strike 2.
Katie's coming back from an injury, so we welcome her back. Stay healthy there, Katie.
1-2, ground ball to Schmitty. Over to Maddox. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Dunlap. We'll go to the bottom half of the second. Still no score here on the ACDN, and we'll be back. Bottom half of the second here, back at the Horde Complex. Get about a mile west of the Intercollege campus on Highway 82. The Home of the Fighting Tigers out here. Soccer, softball, and baseball. Both soccer teams. Soccer had a little inter-squad game yesterday. Inter-squad not being the right term. Inter-team game. Guys played the girls. Leading off for the Tigers will be the second baseman, Cheyenne Tillman. First pitch is outside. Tillman started out the year hitting 5th and 6th and 7th and really got hot and slowly worked her way up the lineup. She's been in the cleanup spot now for the last week or so, maybe 2. They'll call the 1-0 pitch a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Porter still in the circle. Lifted high into shallow left. Dietz coming in. She'll haul that in for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the catcher, number 4, Katie Hayes.
Well, Katie's raised her average 40 points since getting her new nickname. 2 for 6 the other day in that doubleheader.
First pitch right in there for strike 1. Again, 1 out, nobody on. Yeah, Kyle started calling her Willie Mays Hayes, and she's been on fire ever since. That's how she's gotten there, hitting the ball the opposite side. Unfortunately, got fisted there a little bit, and Parrott able to pick it up and step on the bag. I'm going to bring up third baseman, number 20, Kiera West, Kiki. Oh, you said B. Okay.
Well, look, Mark, I want you to look and see what nickname she's getting.
Plunk.
Yeah. We're going to,
Have we got hit by pitches on that stat?
No, but I can tell you that it's the 5th one in the last 3 games.
She's got to be double digits. I mean,
the girls are kind of getting excited about getting some new nicknames, so I've kind of, you can't just give them one to give them one. It's got to be a reason. So, yeah, she's got plunk.
And bring up first baseman Kenzie Maddox. First pitch to her is high.
Yeah, we call her Demo.
Demo, that's right.
Yeah.
Wonder if Tractors and Demolition is watching. That would be her mama. Flip over there in a second. Just got under it and fouled it off. Clanged off the bleachers. We can count the crowd on one hand here today, unless there's some down on beyond the dugout.
That's why it surprises me that there's only 20 watching. You figure there'd be about 80 if they're not here.
We'll flip over here in a minute. See where we're at. 1-1 pitch. Stays high. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Kiki at first, courtesy of a plunk. Hit by pitch. The baseball term. 2-1. Kiki on the run. Oh, we got 29
Plunk with
watching.
the stolen base.
Yeah, Plunk with a stolen base. Turn that a little bit. Turn it. Turn the screen. Yeah, I can't see it. 3-1 is outside, so Maddox draws a walk.
That's her 6th walk in the last 3 games. She had 5 in that doubleheader against Gordon.
Outstanding. That'll bring up the pitcher, Caitlin Dunlap. First pitch gets away from Kelly. Maddox Maddox and West will move up a base. So now there's 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Looks like Coach
I was going to go ahead and
take a
board of directors meeting here in the circle.
Right. Flip back over to the, I think Sherry had a comment. Sherry Brown. Let's see.
Grandkids says hello. No?
Says hi, Granny. They know me? Question mark. I have them on Skype. They are at home. I'm here.
Oh.
29 watching. Yes, we know up to 30 now. Sage, yes, I guess we do know you.
Oh, Sage is watching on his phone on the way up to Georgia Highlands?
I don't know. It's just Sherry. Sherry.
Oh, it's Sherry's
Sage.
grandson.
Yeah. Yes, we know you, Sage. We're watching you. Just kidding. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Bottom half of the second, Tigers threatening. Little confab there. The 1-0 pitch. Stays high. Pitch hit hard right at Cadell. He makes a nice stab. Over to throws over to Parrott. Dunlap. Rounds out 5-3. The Tigers strand 2. Top half of the third. Still no score here on the ACDN, and we'll be back. All right, we're talking about Ron White, Kyle, now. That'll bring up the first baseman, number 16, Kelsey Parrott. Dunlap in the circle still. First pitch to Parrott's outside. I'm glad to have everybody watching.
Hopefully we got some Lagrange parents out there watching. Apologize for not having stats on your young daughters here. We got whatever information we could.
1-1's popped up in the middle of the infield. Cheyenne Tillman in. She'll haul it in for the first out. That'll take us back to the top of the lineup. Center fielder Ashley Chafin. Chafin, a strikeout victim her first time up.
This is Ambassador Chafin.
I heard you saying something. I was on the phone. Ground ball to Kiki. Over to Maddox.
That was quick.
2 quick outs. I'm going to bring up the catcher, Jalen Kelly. Kelly walked her first time up. First pitch, Kelly's high and outside. Ground ball down third base line. That's fair.
Well,
Kiki made a dive at it. Knocked it down. Kept it from going too far away, but obviously not unable to do anything with it. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Savannah Williams. Williams was caught licking her first time up. First pitch is in there for strike 1. They all got a big strike zone right now. A couple innings from now, it'll probably be different. Ball's lifted to the right side. Maddox giving chase. She calls it in for the third out, so the Panthers strand 1.
that was a quick inning.
Yes, it was. For the bottom half of the third here. Still no score on the ACDN, and we'll be back. All right, that'll bring up the center left fielder Samantha Gidney. Was just talking to Jennifer Claybook's husband. I hollered at him and said, "Hey, Mr. Lagrange fan." Could not remember Jennifer's last name, and he said, "That's my last name too." So anyway, we were reminiscing a little bit. First pitch to Gidney, nice bunt. Cadell with a nice play though. And Jacobson over there from the throw. Nice play there by Cadell. Phil Williamson we were talking about also. Phil, former baseball coach and athletic director. And that'll bring up Madison Beasley. Beasley grounded out to shorter last time up. When I was coaching an assistant coach at Kennesaw back in the late 80s, Phil was the head baseball coach. They were in the same region as we were. They were NAI at that time. Same conference, actually. And with a lot of schools that have since gone D2, like I said, and obviously Kennesaw State's gone D1. 1-0 pitch. Just outside. 1 out, nobody on here. But Phil Williams was the coach of Lagrange baseball, and like I said, just retired a couple years ago as athletic director, and Jennifer took over as the athletic director. 2-0 pitch, fouled off. But that league was pretty stout. It's now most of the teams in it are in the Peach Belt, which is one of the premier conferences in all of Division II. We were in it. Kennesaw was in it. Georgia College, which is now Georgia College and State. Southwestern, Georgia Southwestern. 2-1 pitch. Stays high. Armstrong, Armstrong wasn't in it then. Southern Poly was in it. Shorter was in it. Another team I can't think of. 3-1 pitch to Beasley. Fouled off. Got a little bit of Dale there. Huh?
Got a piece of that.
Yeah. Got a piece of that, the catcher and Dale. Dale Chambliss. I was on plate umpire. Dale's been coming over here umpiring at the college here for, oh my goodness, many years. I think. No. I think he come over here and umpired when I was coaching baseball. 3-2 pitch to Beasley. Another ground ball to shortstop, Williams. Repair it. A couple of ground out to shorts for Beasley. And that'll bring up Schmitty. Schmitty, a strikeout victim her first time up.
Slappy Smith here without her sleeve today.
Oh my gosh, what happened? That's the first time I've seen that. First pitch to Smitty is low and away.
Yeah, you know why she's getting the nickname Slappy Smith.
Her and Katie Hayes have matching pink, black, turquoise, not, what do you call it? Some sort of a one sleeve deal. Laced down the third base line, but foul. I don't know if Hayes is wearing hers today or not. Kyle said maybe they just bought one shirt and cut the sleeve off, and each one of them got one. Some sort of a compression sleeve, I'm guessing. We'll have to ask Schmitty between games what's going on. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Okay, Victor. Sorry about that, Kyle. 1-1 pitch to Schmitty. Got up underneath that and fouled it off to the third base side. Schmitty does have a guard on that bicep, tricep right there, facing the pitcher. 2 outs, nobody on here. The 1-2 pitch. Going outside.
Activity in the bullpen.
Okay. Hope you got better eyesight than I do, because I sure can't see that far. 2-2 pitch. Pulled the string on her, and Schmitty strikes out for the second time.
Aubrey Bonds out there warming up.
3 up, 3 down. You go to the top half of the fourth. Still no score here on the ACDN, and we'll be back. Hi, back live out here. JCD, and just want to straighten something up here. Sherry Brown's granddaughter is Sage. Jaden is her grandson.
Well, I'm going to call that's an easy mistake because we have a Sage that's a pitcher.
Correct. We do have a Sage that's a pitcher. Leading off for the Lady Panthers is the third baseman, Hannah Cadell. Cadell singled her first time up. Right back to Dunlap. Over to Maddox for the first out of the inning. Well, we do have 33 watching. I'm going to bring up the DP, Kara Estelle. Estelle flew out to Maddie Beasley at center last time up. Hate to say it, but this is going to be the last home game for the softball team. 1-0 pitch right in there for strike one. Kayla's schedule was a little front-loaded with home games, and they have 3 remaining doubleheaders left. Ground ball right back to Dunlap. Back-to-back 1-3s, and that'll bring up the right fielder, I'm sorry, Taylor Thrailkill. The Lady Tigers travel to, I think, East Georgia this weekend, and then they go to Highlands, and then they finish up over at Darton. Thrailkill down the first base line, but goes foul. Abigail Fuller will go retrieve that.
Taylor waited nicely on that one.
Yeah, Thrailkill, Taylor's grounded out to second her first time up. See, they have 2 hits. I don't know if we got a hit yet. 0-1 pitch way high. No, they haven't been very many base runners, let's put it that way. No, we don't have a hit yet. 1-1 right in there for strike 2. Dunlap has struck out 3 already. 3 2/3 inning. 1-2 pitch just fouled it off. Lady Fighting Tigers in line for a playoff berth. 1-2 way inside, 2-2. Sitting at 5-3, they still have 2 wins that they haven't counted yet from West Georgia Tech, who had to abandon their team. So
well, everybody's going to end up with those same 2, though, right?
Yeah, that's kind of a wash. I don't know if they'll count them or not, but either way, Tigers are 2 games over 500. Nice line drive right in there. Cheyenne Tillman unable to knock it down. Abigail Fuller with a hustled up and tried to throw her out at first, but Thrailkill now has a base hit. Thrailkill, I'm sorry. Our third base hit of the day, and that'll bring up left fielder Kelsey Dietz. Dietz a strikeout victim her first time up. Cheyenne dove for that, unable to come up with it though. The 3-4 hole. First pitch is in there for strike 1, I think. Squared the bunt. I don't know if Thrailkill was running or obviously she wasn't running, but I don't know if Dietz thought she might be. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first. Squares again. Takes outside. Both Maddox and Kiki charging hard. Now they got the board right. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. I don't know if she bunted at her or call, but either way, it's strike 2. Yeah, I think Chelsea's confused. I think she thought the bunt was on, but I could be wrong. Petrie is here now. Did you change since the last time you were out here? I thought you did, okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. And Dietz is down looking. Well, Dunlap strands 1. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score here on the Andrew College Digital Network, and we'll be back. Katie Davis will lead it off for the Tigers. Davis strikeout victim her first time up. I think a little pregame scouting report on Porter was given to Kyle from Coach Jennifer Claybrook. What was that, Kyle?
Watch out when these batters come around for the second time because they're going to see Miss Porter's best pitch, which is her changeup.
And she sure did pull the string on Schmitty.
See what Crash can do here.
First pitch right in there for strike one.
Probably going to pitch the second game.
I don't know. I think I heard Kayla say she might start Macy.
Oh, okay.
She said she was going to probably start Caitlin and Macy today.
That could be because Macy was warming up.
1-0-1 is fouled back. Shocking from Caddy, I mean.
The DP today. She likes that DP role.
Had to play first when Maddox was out for a couple games. Did well over there. 0-2 pitch. There was a changeup, but it stayed high.
Crash is second on the team in hits, second on the team in doubles, and tied for the lead in RBIs.
She tied with now, Cheyenne.
She is tied with the Bees for the leader in RBIs. And there's a ball.
Left, Dietz on her horse.
Oh, nice play by Dietz.
Was a nice running catch out there. I think she misjudged it a little bit. Had to really kind of reach up and behind her almost to haul it in, but she pulled it in. A nice running catch. That'll bring up, speaking of that, Cheyenne Tillman. Tillman flew out to the left her first time up. And Tigers still don't have a hit. 2 base runners. Change up right in there for strike one.
This very well could be the best pitcher that they face this year at home.
Well, certainly in the last 2 weeks. Kiki reached on a hit by pitch and Maddox walked. That's it for the Lady Tigers. 1-0 pitch is out. 0-1 pitch is outside. They did have 2 base runners on, but there was 2 outs, and Dunlap grounded out to third to end that threat, the only threat. 1 out, nobody on here. 0-1 is lifted foul. It's going to make the fence. It does. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Yo, 2. Change up stays high. Victor and Isaiah out here. Victor is a stout fan.
Yeah, no Austin yet.
No Austin yet, but we 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up in the right side. Jacobson hauls it in for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Katie Hayes. Two outs, nobody on here. Pitch to Hayes is high. Cold, Kenneth. We're in underneath the thing, underneath the outpost here, so it's shaded. The wind is blowing. It's warm, but it's just right in. I got my sweatshirt on. The 1-0 pitch rolled up there.
Did Petrie leave?
Petrie's around somewhere, but he.
Okay. You can go get my sweatshirt.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Kyle getting a phone call. Ground ball to Jacobson. She throws to Parrott. 3 up, 3 down inning for the Tigers. And we'll be back.
Yeah, we got Agnes in there.
All right, Katie Jacobson will lead it off for the Panthers. Jacobson grounded out to Smitty at short last time. Kenneth, apparently the concession stand's open. I didn't know it was open. So, and ground ball to Kiki. Bobbles it, picks it up, makes a long throw and a strong throw to Kenzie. Donnie Collins is here.
Oh.
Had to bring up first baseman Kelsey Parrott.
Kelsey.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say Kelsey's from Newberry, Florida.
Oh, wow. Not even sure where that is.
South of here.
South of here. Okay. I'll agree with that. Parrott's popped up to shine at second. She's no balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody out here. Actually, I think Newberry's close to Orlando. 0-2 pitch just outside. I don't even know why I said that. I'm not even sure where it's at. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball in the hole for a base hit. Parrott has a base hit. There's 1 out. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Ashley Chapin. Chapin has struck out and grounded out to third. Kenneth coming back with a hot dog. He is. 1 out. First pitch to Chapin is high. One always popped up in the infield. Smitty calling for it. She'll pull it in for the 2nd out. That'll bring up the catcher, Jalen Kelly. Kelly has walked and singled. 2 outs now. Parrott at first. He singled. 1, 2, 3. That's 4th hit for the Panthers. First pitch right in there for strike 1. Top of the 5th, game moving right along. Throw to first. Maddox blocks it up. Parrott back in. Pretty easily. 1-1's lifted into right. Abigail Fuller giving chase, but it'll get down. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. 1-2's lifted in the middle of the infield again. Looks like Cheyenne Tillman. No, Schmidt calls her off. Lady Panther strand another one. Go to the bottom half of the 5th here. Still no score. On the ACDN, Kyle and I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Here we go, bottom of the fifth. We still have a 0-0 score. And Porter has held the Fighting Tigers hitless. Up to bat, Kiara West. They call her Kiki. I call her Plunk. That ball too far outside to hit her. That was a beautiful changeup. 2-0. Just missed low. Three and one. Three and two now to Kiara West, playing third base here in the first game. Kiara with a .433 on base percentage for the year. Fouls it back off the netting.
Sorry about that. Had to send an email out. 3-2 pitch to Kiki. Stays high. Kiki 0 for 0. Hit by a pitch and walk, and that'll bring up Kenzie Maddox. Maddox drew a walk. Kiki being the only base runners for the Lady Tigers here. Bottom half of the fifth. Nobody out. Not sure whether or not. I don't know. I don't know if Maddox will bunt or not. First pitch is outside. One ball, no strikes. Again, nobody out. Keep Kiki at first. Ground ball to third, but foul. Cadell gloved it. Assuming y'all can hear that wind in my microphone. I can see it on the 1-1 pitch just outside. 2-1.
You have to register. Okay, so you go on the Team Boca website and you'll register for the team, and it'll let you know when the
2 balls, 1 strike. Again, nobody out. Kiki at first. 2-1 pitch. All strike 2. A 2-2 pitch from Porter. Lace down the third base line, but foul.
No, I am actually up in Georgia. I coach at a college.
3 o'clock on the East Coast. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Kiki was running. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Kiki still at first.
That's all you got to do is just click on the Boca Blast thing. And
2-2 pitch. In the dirt. Kiki's going to go for third, and she's going to make it. So that Kiki was running on the play, and the ball bounced up there. Kelly was able to block it up, and it kicked all the way to the backstop, and Kiki never stopped. She kept running. Now she's at third with nobody out. Coach Clayburg on her way out to the circle. Talk with Porter and the rest of her infield.
How's your dad doing? Yeah. Well, you have to tell him I said hi.
3-2 count still on Maddox.
All righty. All right. You got it.
All right, looks like Coach Clayburg is done. Kelly back behind the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, nobody out here. Tigers still don't have a hit, but they do have a runner on third now. Infield's playing back a little bit. They may come home, though. Kenzie draws a walk. It's her second. That'll bring up Caitlin Dunlap, but looks like Coach Kayla is going to pinch hit for Caitlin, or pinch run, I'm sorry. She's going to pinch run for Kenzie with Megan Burshete. Tigers now have runners on the corners. Nobody out.
All right. Mark, I bet you she's going to be running. I bet you she's going to be running.
That's a good bet. She starts to, but she's going to have to get back. That ball's fouled off, though. Made the baseball field on one hop. Victor, go get that ball.
Tater tied up with runners on the corner. Won't be runners on the corner for long, though.
Now, Burshete was running. Dunlap grounded out to third her first time up. The 0-1 pitch. There goes Burshete. Ball's lifted to third. They're going to have to throw back. And Cadell made a nice play there. I thought she was going to throw to third. Throw back to first, double up Burshete, and Burshete's got a jersey full of sand out there now. She got a belly flop back into first. That'll bring up Samantha Gidney. Gidney grounded out to third her first time up. 1 out now. Runners on the corner still. Burshete goes. They make no attempt. Runners on second and third now. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Kiki at third and Burshete at second. She pinch running for Kenzie Maddox. 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2-1.
We've got Coach Kayla Williams coaching third. Coach Laura Darden coaching first. We don't say their names enough, so.
Get that in.
There's once. I only got to do it one more time.
Yep.
Twice per game is what I told them.
Swinging a miss there from Gidney. Runs the count 2-2. Victor went and got the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2-2 pitch to Gidney. Ground ball. Back up the middle for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Burshete. They'll cut it off. Well, Gidney has an RBI, 2 RBI single. The Tigers are on the board.
Put it in play, Mark.
Absolutely, and put it right in the right spot, too. Right
And
back
it found
up the
its
middle.
way.
Porter was unable to knock it down. Got through for a base hit. Kayla never hesitated to send in Burshete. Going to bring on Maddie Beasley. Getting on her way to second. Throw down. Not in time.
Laura sending Gidney. Okay, so the coach reference is now over with. You got Kayla and I got Laura again this inning.
First pitch to Beasley was a strike. Ground ball right at Jacobson. Kicks off her glove. Here comes Gidney all the way around to score.
That's base hit.
Be an RBI single for Beasley. Beasley hit that ball hard. Jacobson was fortunate to get a glove on it, kicked away far enough from her that Sammy Gidney never hesitated, and she scored. So 3-0 Lady Fighting Tigers. That'll bring up Schmitty. Schmitty 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts, very unusual. And I'm sure Beasley's fixing to take off. 1 out. She is. Throw to second. Not in time. Beasley has a stolen base.
Stand-up stolen base. Good jump.
One-0 pitch to Smitty. Swing and a miss. One pitch. Just got a piece of it and fouled it off down the third base line. That'll run the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 1 out. Beasley at second. She had an RBI single, stole second. Sammy Gidney so far broke the scoreless tie with a 2 RBI single. Beasley fouled it up with her own RBI single. 1-2 pitch to Schmitty. Lifted into left. Dietz hauls that in for the second out of the inning. Beasley will have to hold. That'll bring up Caddy Davis. Davis 0 for 2. Strikeout, flew out to Dietz. In left her last time up. First pitch to Davis, right in there for strike 1. Bottom half of the 5th here. Tigers finally on the board. The 0-1 to Davis. Held up, but I don't know if they're going to check it or not. And they do check, and field umpire says Davis held up. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Beasley still at second. Changeup floats in there. Strike 2. Porter kind of tapped her chest like, my bad. Did you watch the basketball game last night?
Oh, boy.
That was some kind of ending, wasn't it?
That was some kind of ending.
1-2 pitch is lifted down the third baseline. I really had, I tell you what, that's the first, how long is a basketball game? 40 minutes? That's the first 40 minutes of college basketball I've watched this year, and I watched all of it.
Boy, one of those announcers was sure for North Carolina, wasn't he?
Probably not Billy, probably Billy Packard.
I mean, I thought there was a little bit of ticky-tacky fouls, but
I thought it was a really
for the
good,
most part, I think Villanova played well.
Well, I thought they deserved to win. They were up 7. North Carolina scored on that circus shot with, 4 seconds left.
Page,
Got
yeah.
double pumps and 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. And then that, I don't know who the kid who hit it for Villanova, but they showed the camera from behind and he shot it and then he just stood there. And everything was nothing but the bottom.
Yeah, he's just standing there going, yeah, that just happened.
North Carolina just never got in the game. Do the 2-2 pitch again. That was fouled back. I guess the women's basketball game is tonight from what I hear.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch. Ground ball to Cadell. Over to pair for the third out of the inning, but the Tigers do pick up 3. Pick up their first 2 hits of the game. A couple of walks thrown in and put 3 runs on the board. We got the top half of the 6th here. It's 3-0 Lady Tigers, and we'll be back. All right, back here at the Horde Complex, top of the 6th, leading off for the Panthers. Be the shortstop, Savannah Williams. Williams has struck out and popped out to Maddox at first. First pitch to Williams is in the dirt. 1-0 stays outside. 2-0. Nobody on, nobody out here. 2-0 pitch stays high. Three-0 pitch in there for strike 1. Three-one pitch stays inside, so Williams draws a walk. A leadoff walk. That'll bring up the third baseman, Hannah Cadell. Cadell is singled and grounded back to the pitcher. First pitch is fouled off to the right side. Nobody out. Williams at first. The 0-1 stays outside. One stays high. 2-1. Dunlap's probably our longest outing this year. 2-1 pitch popped up to Schmitty. A quick throw to first, but Williams was able to get back. First out of the inning. I'm going to bring up the DP, Kara Estelle. Estelle is flat out to center, rounded back to the pitcher. One out, runner at first. First pitch to her right in there for strike 1 to Estelle.
Kira leads the team in batting average, on base percentage, and home runs.
43 feet between the pitcher and rubber and the plate, and that one went about 40. Kicked by Katie. Williams will advance to second. A wild pitch. Runs the count, 1 ball, 1 strike in, 1 out. Swinging a miss on a nice change curve. One-two call, strike 3. Estelle caught looking. That'll bring up the right fielder, Taylor Thrail. Taylor's grounded out to second and had a base hit. So with 2 outs, Williams still at second. First pitch grounded right back up the box. Dunlap snags, throws to Maddox. So Dunlap works around the leadoff walk. We go to the bottom half of the sixth here. Still 3-0 Tigers on the ACDN, and we'll be back. All right, back out here at Horde. Bottom half of the sixth. Leading off for the Lady Fighting Tigers will be the second baseman, Cheyenne Tillman. Coach Kayla Williams on her way to talk to Dale. Dale's not noticing her. There, he catches her eye now. I think they're re-entering somebody. They re-entered. Let's see. Burshit ran for Maddox. Kenzie Maddox. Maddox is up third this inning.
Pitched on varsity.
I'm sorry?
Caldwell's pitched on varsity.
Actually, okay. We're assuming she's going to start game 2.
5 games.
Nobody on, nobody out. First pitch is fouled off to the right side. Tillman has flat out to the left and popped up to the second baseman today. One pitch. Tillman has a first base hit of the day. Stays back on that changeup, drove it right back up the middle. That'll bring up Katie Hayes. I know y'all can hear that wind in my microphone now. It's blowing pretty stiff from right to left. Flag is standing straight. First pitch to Hayes is fouled off. That makes the baseball field. Katie is grounded out to first base unassisted and second base. Nobody out. Tillman at first. 0-1 pitch. Thought Tillman was going there, but she stopped. One ball, one strike. Nobody out. Bottom half of the sixth here. Tigers with a 3-0 lead. Tillman is going now. Go to second. Not in time. Tillman picks up a stolen base. Pitch was inside. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike. One is fouled off. The second one made the baseball field. Tell Victor to go. Oh, never mind. Somebody's after him. Isaiah's on him. 2-2 pitch. Changeup stays high. Pitch. Katie just got a piece of that, fouled it off. So we'll do it again. Three-two stays high. He draws a walk. That'll bring up Kiki. Kiki 0 for 0. Hit by pitch and walked. Runners on first and second. Still nobody out. First pitch to West in there for strike one. Kiki hits the changeup into left. They fake center her, and they almost got Cheyenne. I don't know what.
Miss Williams with a slight aneurysm on third.
I thought she was sending Cheyenne, and Cheyenne all of a sudden stopped and went back to the bag, and they threw it to third, and they almost had her caught coming back. Kiki West has her first hit of the day, and that'll bring up Kenzie Maddox. Going to re-enter. Now the bases are loaded and nobody out. Maddox another one 0 for 0. She's drawn 2 walks today. Kenzie waited back on that changeup nicely and just lifted it into left. First pitch to Maddox is low. Scoreboard says 1-1, but I don't think that's right. 1-0 pitch. Just missed outside. 2-0. Again, the board says 2-1. Dale hadn't corrected it yet. Maybe it is 2-1. I don't know. Might have missed a pitch. That'll be the first time. Got right on her fingers, hands there, and fouled it off. Now it's 2-1. If it wasn't. Or if it was. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Base is full of Tigers. One gets on the fists again. She fouls it off. Cadell made a nice effort at it there. Unable to pull it in, though.
You know, Mark, when you're doing stats and stuff every so often, you're overlooking one for a while, and then it just stands out like a sore thumb. So I got one for you today. I don't know if you noticed or not. We're 10-10 at home and 1-11 on the road.
Well,
it kind of stood out to me today.
Lifted into left. Dietz has a beat on it. He's going to make a throw home. Here comes Tillman. Throw goes to third. Not in time. So Maddox still doesn't have an official bat, but she does have an RBI now. Tillman scored. Hayes now at third. Kiki at second. Still 1 out. Caitlin Dunlap at the plate. Dunlap has grounded out to third and popped out to third. One old pitch to Tot. Lifted into right. Barrel kill. Cut off. Throw goes to third. Not in time. Dunlap flies out to right, but does pick up an RBI. It's now 5-0 Tigers. There are 2 outs. That'll bring up Samantha Gidney. Gidney is 1 for 2, 2 RBI, and a stolen base. She also got the Tigers on the board last inning with her single drove in 2 runs. Prior to that, Tigers hadn't done much of anything against Porter. Porter's thrown a nice game. First pitch to Gidney was a ball. 1-0 pitch. Gidney has her second hit and her third RBI. Sammy 2 for 3, 3 RBI. That'll bring up Beasley. Beasley 1 for 3. A pair of groundouts, but she also has an RBI single and a stolen base. First pitch to Beasley, right in there for strike one. See Josh out here today. Where's Josh? See the men. I think it's Rudy over there. They practicing over there today?
Yes, he is. He's got a recruit on campus.
Oh, that's what it was. That's right. 0-1 pitch grounded out off at the plate. Foul. Josh Kennedy, obviously, we're talking about, keeper for the soccer team, and Maddie Beasley's
significant
other. He's usually here almost every time, so he must have to do something with the recruit. 1-2 pitch, Gidney going, throw to second. Not in time. Well, kicks that in the right, and Gidney will go to third. Pitch was outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, or the scoreboard says 1 and 2, but I think it's 2 and 2. 2 outs. Gidney now at third. Count is right, 2-2. The board was right. It was 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gidney at third. Beasley at the plate. 2-2 from Porter. Inside. Three-two pitch. Fouled off at the plate. We'll do it again. Three-two stays high. Beasley draws a walk. And that'll bring up Schmitty. Schmitty 0 for 3 on the day. Or in this game, anyway. Day's not right. We got another game. This is game 1 of the doubleheader. First pitch to Schmitty. Beasley running, but it's fouled off. She'll have to retreat. The 0-1. Beasley, that ball's hammered into the left. Nice play out there by Dietz.
Yeah.
Cut that off, otherwise.
That would have been another run.
Yeah,
Dietz hadn't cut that off.
Game too. Let's see. Smitty with an RBI single. Abigail Fuller, normally the flex and the DP interact with each other, so Abigail Fuller is going to hit here. There are 2 outs. There are runners at first and second. First pitch to Fuller is right in there for strike 1. After doing nothing for 5 innings, the Tigers have put together 7 here. The 0-1 pitch was outside for 1-1. 2 outs. Again, Schmitty at first, Beasley at second, Abigail Fuller at the plate. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. One, 2 stays outside. Tigers trying to extend their winning streak to 5. 2-2 pitch to Fuller. Porter pulls the string on her, strikes out Fuller, so Tigers do put up 4. We go to the top half of the 7th here on the ACDN. It's 7-0 Andrew College. And we'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back. Checking through our shout-outs. Candy Smith, let's go, Smitty. Nice to meet you on Sunday. Candy, Smitty's mama, obviously. Dunlap in the circle still. First batter up is Kelsey Dietz.
Dietz with that nice play in left field. You know what that normally means when they lead off the next inning.
Exactly. Make a good play in the field, you always get the hit. Couple of change-ups there from Dunlap. Todd quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Dietz stays alive, fouled that one back. Again, game 1 of the doubleheader today. Second game will start probably 15-20 minutes in after this one. 0-2 pitch, stays outside. Nobody on, nobody out here. Kenneth over here snoring next to me. 1-2 pitch, stays outside.
Give him some cold water over the head.
2-2 right down the middle there. Dietz takes. Caught looking. That'll bring up the second baseman, Katie Jacobson. Jacobson's grounded out twice, once to short and once to third. Lifted to left foul. Sammy Gidney will give it a chase and round it up and get it back in. Oh, 1 just inside.
Oh, thought we had the baseball mom here there for a minute. With the siren.
Oh, yeah. 1-1 pitch fouled off by Jacobson. Did you wake yourself up snoring there, Kenneth? 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hard. Right to Kiki. Kicks off her. Smitty will pick it up, make a throw. Not in time. It gets away. Abigail Fuller on top of it. Quickly in. I don't know. I think we'll have to. I think that'll have to be an error on Kiki. Ball was hit hard by Jacobson, but kicked off her glove. Smitty picked it up, threw to first. That got away from Kinsey, so Jacobson ended up at second. That'll bring up the first baseman, Kelsey Parrott. Parrott's popped out to second and single. 1 for 2 on the day, or on the game. First pitch to her was low. 1-0 was outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Got some fans out there in the left field over.
A couple trucks looking over the fence.
I believe that's Josh is out there, actually. That might be Josh sitting back there. 3-0 count now to Parrott. Dale made up for that last one. Called that a strike. Didn't look like a strike, but the One prior, two did, so I think we're all back to good. 3-1. Called strike two on a chain. I don't think Parrott liked that too well. That runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 1 out. Lifted in the left. Gidney giving chase. Going
Well
back,
hit.
going back. Got over her head, but it was foul.
That was almost out of here.
Put a charge in it, no doubt about it. We'll redo the 3-2 again. Struck her out. That's 2 down. Now that'll bring up the leadoff hitter and center fielder Ashley Chafin. Chafin is struck out, grounded out, and popped out. First pitch to Chapin called strike. Gonna look a little low. Oh, 1 is low. One pitch is fouled off. Runs count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs. Jacobson at second. 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rounds over the top. Schmitty quickly up. Nice pick over there by Maddox. Called safe.
Good hustle by Chafin.
Was. Let's give her a base hit there. Jacobson advanced to third. That'll bring up the catcher, Jalen Kelly. Kelly 1 for 2. Drew a walk, singled, and popped out to short. Ball sky to the left side. Kiki giving a haul. Give it a chase. She hauls it in for the 3rd out. And that's the ball game. Tigers take game 1 7-0. Kenneth and I and Kyle will take about a 15-20 minute break here on the ACDN, and we'll be back. Test, test. All right, back here, live at the Hort Athletic Complex on the ACDN. Kyle Hosell had to leave for a little while. He'll be back. He has got to run his soccer team through a yoga class. And I think that starts about, I don't know, now 4:30. Anyway, the Lady Tigers are getting ready here to get started. They'll have Beasley leading off, Schmitty batting second, Davis DPing again, batting third, Tillman playing second and batting fourth, Katie Hayes playing third and batting fifth, Kiki catching and batting sixth, Kenzie Maddox at first, batting seventh, Megan Burshett in right field, batting eighth, Samantha Gidney in left, batting ninth, and Macy Townsend's in the circle. First pitch from Townsend right in there to Claflin. Ashley Chapin. Chapin 1 for 4 in the first game. The one pitch low. Nobody on, nobody out here. Top half of the first inning. Here on the Andrew College Digital Network, Tigers won the first game 7-0. 1-1 pitch is called strike 2. I think Ashley liked that too well. 2-2 pitch. Lifted into shallow center. Smitty will draw a beat on it, haul it in for the first out of the inning. Gonna bring up the catcher, Jalen Kelly. Kelly 1 for 3 in the first game. First pitch stays inside. The 1-0 from Townsend. Ground ball, slow roller out to Smitty. Over to Maddox. Maddox had to make a little dig over there. Pulls it in for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Savannah Williams. Williams 0 for 2 in the first game. First pitch to Williams is high. 2 outs, nobody on here. Again, top half of the first, game 2. This doubleheader. Line down the third base line, but foul. Defensively, the Tigers. Again, you have Gidney, Beasley, and Burshett in the outfield. Hayes, Schmitty, Tillman, Maddox across the infield. Kiki behind the plate. Another hard hit ball by Williams. Flip over to the shout-out section. I know somebody shouted out after the game. Candy Smith again. Yep. Appreciate the great job we do. Madison Beasley's mama, Michelle, shouted out. Go Tigers. Juxta Wahoo said you've got tunnel feedback. I don't know what that means. But if somebody else can tell me what that means on the shout-out, we'll try and fix it. 1-2 pitch stays high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Macy hung on to that one a little too long, and it went outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here. Top half of the first. Austin's here. Ground. Oh, nice shot right in there. A base hit for Williams. Hayes made a dive at it. Unable to snag it. That'll bring up the third baseman, Hannah Cadell. Cadell 1 for 3 in the first game. First pitch, Cadell stays high. Pop to the right side. Kenzie Maddox draws a beat on it and hauls it in for the third out of the inning. So Townsend strands one, works around a single. We go to the bottom half of the first here on the Andrew College Digital Network, and we'll be back. All right, back here live. Panthers will start Emily Caldwell in the circle this game. Defensively, a few changes. Left field will have Thrakill. Center field will be Chapin. Emily Arnold will play right. Cadell back at third. Williams back at short. Jacobson back at second. Kara Estelle playing first this game. Jalen Kelly behind the plate. And again, Caldwell in the circle. Caldwell's from Indiana. That's what Kyle left me some really good notes here. Beasley squares the bunt, pulls back. Beasley 1 for 3 in the first game. And an RBI, I'm pretty sure, too. Nobody on, nobody out. The 1-0 pitch. Stays high, 2-0. Pitch stays high, 3-0. Caleb just asked me who's doing the scoreboard. They're a little behind, but they caught back up. 3-0 pitch. Beasley draws a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up Smitty. Smitty 1 for 4. She had an RBI also in game 1. First pitch to her is also a ball. Call having a little trouble finding the strike zone. One old pitch. Fouled off. One hops into the trees. Austin on his way to go get it. Nobody out. Beasley at first. 1-1 pitch catches the outside corner. I think Smitty liked that too much. Either way, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Surprised Beasley hadn't run yet. Hammered in the left. That's down. That ball gets by thrill kill. Here comes Beasley. She's around to score. Smitty on her way to third. She slides in with a triple. Pitch was high. Smitty just banged it in the left. Got down in the corner. Beasley with good wheels scored easily. Smitty slid into third with an RBI triple, and that'll bring up the DP, Caddy Davis. Davis 0 for 4 in the first game. First pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Got away from Caldwell and kind of rolled up there. 1 ball, 1 strike in. Nobody out. Smitty at third. Driven in the Tigers' first run with a triple. Beasley drew a walk. A 1-1 pitch. Way out in front of it, lifted way foul. A 1-2 pitch. Drops down in front. The ball's got a lot of spin on it. Savannah Williams is unable to come up clean with it, so Davis has an RBI. I mean, has a single. Smitty had to hold up. Ball just got over Caldwell's head, and again, it had so much spin on it. Kind of went left when Savannah Williams thought it was going to go straight. You know, I'm going to make a play, and that'll bring up Cheyenne Tillman. Tillman 1 for 3 in the first game. Caddy on her way to second. No throw down. First pitch to Tillman in there for strike 1. Lady Tigers have won 5 in a row. A 1 pitch. Stays outside. I was talking to Donnie Collins between games. Donnie's been here at the college 3 or 4 years longer than I was, and than I have been. And of course, I was a softball coach for 8 years, and this year's team has just been amazing. 1-1 pitch. A little looper right out to second. Jacobson will haul that. No more damage done. That's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Katie Hayes. The fact that they have 5 region wins is just blown out of the record books. I know from a couple of my years we didn't have any, and maybe 1 or 2 over the 6 or 7 years was our high point. First pitch to Hayes is outside. The fact that they have 5 already sitting third place is they're in a good spot to make the tournament for the first time ever since they went to fast pitch. 1-0 pitch. Right in there for strike 1. The Lady Tigers started out really slow. At one point, I think they lost 10 in a row. Now, they were playing some good teams, don't get me wrong. But all of a sudden, they have just flipped a switch. That pitch all the way to the backstop. Here comes Schmitty. She'll score easily. Make it 2-0. But about, they took on Baton Rouge, I think. They have just flipped a switch, and man, they have taken off. Playing with a lot of confidence right now. 3-1 pitch right in there for strike 2 on Hayes. A lot of confidence. That always helps. One out, 2-2 pitch from Caldwell. Katie's caught looking. Strike 3. That'll bring up catching this game, Kiki West. Kiki 1 for 1. In game 1, she was also hit by a pitch and drew a walk, so on base all 3 times. Now they're 2 outs. First pitch in there for strike 1. Katie Davis at third. Like Caldwell's starting to find a little more of a rhythm. Oh, 1 pitch. Just missed. I'm not sure why. Must have been low. They caught the outside corner easily. A 1-1 pitch. Looped into second baseman Jacobson. She'll haul it in for the third out of the inning, so a little shaky start. Caldwell settles down, retires the last 3 hitters. Tigers do pick up 2. We go to the top half of the second here. The ACDN, it's Tigers 2, Lagrange nothing, and we'll be back. Hi, back here at the Hort Complex. Carousel lead it off for the Tigers. Macy's still in the circle. Stell hits the first pitch. Will pop up out to Beasley in center. One pitch, one out. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Taylor Thrailkill. Thrailkill 1 for 3 in the first game. Changeup stays high. Another pop up here. Kiki on the plate. Corrals it for out number 2. 3 pitches, 2 outs here for Macy. That'll bring up the second baseman, Katie Jacobson. Jacobson hitless in the first game. Two outs, nobody on. First pitch to Jacobson is outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch stays high and outside. 2-0. Macy pulled a string on it. Jacobson way out ahead of it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, 2 outs, nobody on. Pull the string again. Fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs, nobody on. Lifted into shallow center. Beasley on her horse. Bursheen on her horse, but that falls in. Base hit. Jacobson has her first hit on the day. That'll bring up the designated player, Kelsey Parrott. Parrott played first in the last game, DPing this game. Parrott was 1 for 3 in game 1. First pitch to Parrott is high. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, 2 outs here. Top half of the second. One 0 pitch right in there for strike 1. Shallow left, Gidney on her horse. Calls it in for the third out. So once again, Macy strands a base runner. We go to the bottom half second here. Still Tigers 2, Lagrange nothing on the ACDN. Bottom half of the second, Kenzie Maddox will lead it off for the Tigers. Kenzie had 3 at-bats, had 2 walks and a sacrifice, so goes down for 0 for 0 or 0 for 0 or however you call it. On base 3 times, though. Help her on base percentage. Kenneth Williams running the computer for us. Kyle has gone to yoga with his team. Caldwell still in the circle. First pitch to Maddox in there for strike 1. Wow. Kenzie had a good cut at that high fastball and fouled it straight back. Just missed it.
2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here. Bottom half of the second. Lifted into right. Arnold hauls it in for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, Megan Burchett. Megan didn't get it at bat in the first game. She pinch run for Kenzie. Scored. Playing right field, as has been custom here lately for Kayla Williams' lineup. First pitch to Megan is outside for ball 1. Again, 1 out, nobody on here. 1-0 from Caldwell. Lifted into left. Trail kill, giving it chase. She pulled that in foul territory, but it is an out. We'll bring up Samantha Gidney. Gidney, the offensive star of game 1. 2 for 3 and had 3 RBIs. Drove in the Tigers' first 2 runs on the way to 7. Oh, 1 pitch. It's high. And Caldwell walked the first person, had a triple to Smitty, single from Davis, and after that she's been right in there. 1-1 pitch. Oh, scared me. I flinched. Fouled straight back. Kenneth said we have a net. I said, I know we got a net, but makes count 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And prior to getting the hit, she was the first hit of the game. 1-2. Nice block by Kelly. Gidney strikes out. Caldwell settled down quite a bit. The top half of the third. Here on the ACDN, still Tigers 2, Lagrange nothing. And we'll be back on the ACDN. All right, top half of the third. Emily Arnold will lead it off for the Lady Panthers. Arnold didn't play in game 1. Kyle left a couple notes, said she's a volleyball Dual sport athlete. I'm assuming she plays softball. I mean, plays volleyball and walked on the softball team. First pitch to Arnold's outside for ball one. Nobody on, nobody out. 1-0 pitch stays high. It's 2-0. 2-0 pitch right in there for strike one. And the baseball team's in Rome, Georgia tonight. 5:30 game against Highlands. 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes down Arnold. Again, Macy Townsend still in the circle. Caitlin Dunlap picked up her first win of the year in game one. Changeup's hammered in the left, but right at Gidney. She'll haul it in for the first out of the inning. Arnold hit that ball well. That'll take us back to the top of the order. Ashley Chapin. Chapin popped out to Schmidt for her first time up. Ball's hit well to left. Gidney going back. Just one hop off the wall. Quickly get it back in. Chapin has a stand-up double. That'll bring up the catcher, Jalen Kelly. She grounded out to Smitty. Her first time up, 1 out. Ball hard down the third base line, but foul. Sammy will go chase it down and get it back in. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Getting Chapin at second. She just doubled. 1 pitch from Townsend. Stays low. One pitch. Stays high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, 1 out. Chapin at second. Puts out a bunt. That's a dandy. Townsend quickly up. Throws to Tillman. They got her. Here comes the throw home, and they got her. I don't know if they got the runner at first or not. Is she hurt?
It was a good slide, good slide.
Did she slide into first? Is that what it was?
Nah, I'll turn it on. When she slid. Nah, she didn't slide. She just kept on rushing.
All right, looks like everybody's okay. Kelly put down a bunt, and it was a great bunt. And Chapin never stopped at third. She kept coming, and Maddox made a little high throw to Kiki, but Kiki pulled it down. Tagged Chapin out for the 1-3-2. No, that wouldn't be a 1-3. It'd be a 5. No, it was a 1-3-2. That's right, because Macy picked it up. So a 1-3-2 double play. We go to the bottom half of the third. Still 2-0 Tigers here on the ACDN. All right, back here at Horde. Here's Bosun. I guess that's Bosun. Is that Bosun, y'all? It is Bosun. Bosun barking. Hattie Beasley will lead it off for the Lady Fighting Tigers. Beasley drew a walk. Scored the Tigers' first run on a triple from Schmitty. Gets the bunt down, but it'll go foul. She'll start again. The one pitch is high and outside. Called strike two. I think Maddie agreed with that too much. We're sitting right behind the plate, and it did look a little inside. Nobody on, nobody out here. 1-2 pitch from Caldwell. Beasley strikes out. That'll bring up Schmitty. And Schmitty tripled. Drove in the Tigers' first run. Back in the first. Again, Caldwell's really settled down since the first three batters. First pitch in there for strike one. In the first three, she's set down 7 in a row. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled a string on Schmitty. Pulling through it. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, 1 out. Nobody on here. Bottom half of the third. And he chipped away at it and punched it down the third baseline, but it went foul way out of play. I believe Schmitty is from Jacksonville, Florida. Let me check that. I don't know if I brought a roster out of there. I think I did. 0-2 stays outside. No, I didn't bring a roster, but I'm pretty sure Schmitty's from Jacksonville. Again, this is the last Tigers home game this year, Lady Tigers home game. 3 straight road doubleheaders coming up in the region. 1-2 pitch, that's the line down the left field line, but just foul. They got Highlands and Georgia Highlands and East Georgia, and then they finish up in Albany with Darton. 1-2 pitch. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That'll bring up Caddy Davis. Davis singled her first time up. Drove in a run. No, actually, that's not right. She did single, though. First pitch right in there for strike 1. Schmitty scored on a wild pitch. Tigers' second run. And Caldwell getting comfortable now. The 0-1 pitch. Hammered down the third base line, but foul. Caldwell quickly out ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here. Davis goes down swinging, so Caldwell strikes out the side. She's set down 9 in a row. We go to the top half of the 4th. Still 2-0 Tigers here on the ACDN. And we'll be back. All right. Back here at the Andrew College Horde Athletic Complex. Again, about a mile west of the campus. Highway 82. Hitting off for the Lady Panthers will be the shortstop, Savannah Williams. Savannah singled her last time up. Lacey Townsend still in the circle for the Tigers. The 0-1 pitch lifted to the right side. Cheyenne Tillman barely having to move. Pull that in for the first out. That'll bring up the third baseman, Hannah Cadell. Cadell popped up to Kenzie Maddox at first, her first time up. Ball lifted into shallow center. Beasley about 10 steps over. Hauls it in for the second out of the inning. Three pitches and 2 outs. I'm going to bring up the first baseman, Kara Estelle. Estelle popped out to center her last time up. First pitch is fouled back. President Linda Buchanan in the house. Former dean of students at Lagrange College several years back. Oh, 1 pitch stays outside to Estelle. 1-1 pitch from Townsend. Lifted in the left. Anthony hauls it in for the third out of the inning. So a 3 up, 3 down inning for Townsend. We go to the bottom half of the fourth here on the ACDN. And we'll be back. All right, Caldwell through with her warm-up tosses. Cheyenne Tillman will lead it off for the Fighting Lady Tigers. Tillman popped up to the second baseman her first time up. Went 1 for 3 in the first game. I think Tillman is from Moultrie. Again, Caldwell set down 9 in a row here. First 3 batters scored 2 runs. Settled right in. Nobody on, nobody out. First pitch to Tillman. Just outside. Oh, 1 pitch stays inside and low. See how many we got, Kenneth. See how many we got watching. 27. Kenny Smith said, yes, sir, she is from Jacksonville. Talking about Smitty. 2-0 pitches right in there for strike 1. Two 1 pitch. Got away from Caldwell. Kind of rolled up there. That'll run the count. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 right in there for strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Again, nobody out here. Tillman leading off the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 pitch. Hit right off the fist. Caldwell Spirit. Throws over to Estelle for the first out of the inning. I'm going to bring up third baseman Katie Hayes. Hayes, of course, caught the first game. And again, Dunlap pitched a complete game shutout. Picked up her first win of the year. Hayes, a strikeout victim her first time at bat. First pitch low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Nobody on here. 1-0 pitch stays high. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, a baseball team in Rome, Georgia. I think they have a 5:30 start, so they'll be getting started in about 45 minutes. 2-0 pitch right in there for strike 1. Starting their 3rd conference series of the year. They played ABAC and Darton. Georgia Highlands this week. 2-1 pitch. That's base hit into right. Arnold to the first, but Katie easily beat that out, so the streak ends at 10. Hayes has her first hit of the day. That'll bring up Kiki West. West gets the bunt down. Caldwell picks it up, throws it away. Jacobson unable to haul it in. Katie Hayes took off her third. I'll have to give Kiki a hit on that. Katie Hayes with some good base running right there. Jacobson made a nice stab at it. The throw was wide. Knocked it down. Katie Hayes with some heads-up base running. Went from second to third. And that'll bring up Kenzie Maddox. Maddox flew out to right her first time up. Runners at the corners. Kiki goes to second. I'm putting runners on second and third now. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Maddox at the plate. Caldwell still in the circle. Catch the inside corner with a 1-0 pitch. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Back-to-back singles by Hayes and West. That ball's hammered up the middle. That'll get 1 run in. They're going to send Kiki. She'll score also. So Maddox with a 2 RBI single. I think Keller was going to hesitated to send her, but then Chapel not able to make a clean play on the ball, so she sent Kiki in. Like Ashton Howe is going to go run for Kenzie. She's out of the dugout. And she is. That'll bring up Megan Burchett. 4-0 now, Tigers. 1 out. Maddox was pinch run for by Ashton Howe. First pitch to Burchett is outside. One pitch pops straight up. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, Howell at first, pinch running for Kenzie Maddox, who just singled in 2 runs. Howell still goes for second. He's in there safely. Well, Howell steals second. Gets herself in scoring position. The ball was low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, 1 out. Megan Burchett at the plate. 2-1 from Caldwell. That's low also. Nice pick up by Kelly. Three balls and one strike. It's fouled off. Three balls, two strikes, one out. Howell at second, 3-2 pitch. Ground ball hit to Williams. Unable to field it cleanly. Burchett will reach on an air. Well, I say that, but Ashton must have run into the ball. That's probably why. Either touched the ball or touched the fielder Williams, so. I don't know how you score that with Burchett. I'm going to give her a fielder's choice. Maybe a single. Sammy Gidney at the plate either way. First pitch to Gidney is strike one. Sammy a strikeout victim her first time up. 2 outs now. Burchett at first. 0-1 to Gidney. I look better than the first one, but he called that one a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Kenneth Williams and Mark Brown here with you. Lifted way foul. That made the trees. Some little kid just popped out of nowhere and Johnny on the spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Falls in the dirt. Burchett goes to second. Ball kicks in the center, and Burchett will go to third. Here comes the throw in, but not in time. Well, Burchett still second, takes third on the air. Counts 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Burchett now at third. 2-2 to Gidney. She'd disagree with that, but caught looking. The Samantha Gidney for the third out. But the Tigers do pick up 2 on Kenzie Maddox's 2 RBI single. And we go to the top half of the 5th here on the ACDN. It's Andrew College 4, Lagrange nothing. We'll be back. All right, back out here at Horde. Top half of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Lady Panthers will be Taylor Threlkill. Playing left field this game. She popped up to Kiki her first time up. First pitch, a little looper right out to Tillman at second. Put her first out of the inning. That'll bring up the second baseman, Katie Jacobson. Katie singled her first time up. One out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss there from Jacobson. One's lifted in the middle of the diamond. Macy Townsend will call it herself. Take it herself. That'll bring up the DP, Kelsey Parrott. First pitch to Parrott in there for strike one. Parrott flew out to Gidney and left her first time up. Pulled the string out of Smitty going back, but Gidney coming in. Quick 3 up, 3 down inning there for the Lady Fighting Tigers. Look at the bottom half of the fifth. Still 4-0. Andrew College. We'll be back on the ACDN shortly. Oh, well, Caldwell done with their warm-ups. Bottom half of the fifth inning. Tigers will go back to the top of the order. Madison Beasley will lead it off. Beasley has walked and struck out. Beasley walked in the first inning, and Smitty tripled her in. First run of the game. First pitch to Beasley in on the outside corner for strike one. Beasley went 1 for 3 in the first game. A 1 pitch just outside. Nobody on, nobody out here. Bottom half of the fifth. Tigers won game 1, 7-0. 1 pitch has popped up to the second baseman. Jacobson will haul that in easily. For the first out of the inning, that'll bring up shortstop, Caitlin Schmitty-Smith. Schmitty 1 for 2. Again, that triple and RBI in the first. Got the Tigers going. Struck out her last time up. Hammers that into left for a base hit. Hitting 2 for 3 on the day on this game now. Going 1 for 4 in game number 1. That'll bring up Caddy Davis. Davis is singled and struck out. 1 out. Smitty at first. Don't expect her to be there long. Tigers stole about 7 or 8 bases today. Smitty's off and running. And Davis fouls it back, so Smitty will have to retreat. You know, 1 pitch. Smitty running again, throw down. It's in time, but they don't get her. Smitty slides around the tag. Pitch was high, so it was 1 ball, 1 strike again, 1 out. Smitty now at second. Caddy Davis swung at ball 2. Hooked it way foul down the third baseline. Did stay inside the playing field, so Trail Kill will have to go retrieve it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Schmitty at second. Davis at the plate. The 1-2 from Caldwell. Davis strikes out swinging. For the second out of the inning. That'll bring up second baseman Cheyenne Tillman. Tillman's popped out to second and grounded out back to the pitcher. 1 for 3 in the first game. First pitch from Caldwell right in there for strike one. Two outs. Schmitty at second. She singled and stole second. Tillman way out in front of that, hooked it down the third base line, but foul. Rode the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs. The 0-2 to Tillman. Ground back up the middle. That's a base hit. That's down. Throw goes all the way to the plate. Tillman takes second on the throw home. Schmitty was held up by Coach Williams. That'll bring up third baseman Katie Hayes. Hayes has struck out and singled. Went over 2 in game 1. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. The 0-1 from Caldwell fouled straight back. Hayes quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. Switching bats with Kiki. The 0-2. Just inside. And Schmitty at third. Tillman at second. 2 outs. A couple of base hits for Tillman and Schmitty. 1-2 kicks off the glove. Kelly. Schmitty will score easily. Pitch was way high. Second time Schmitty scored on a wild pitch. Runs the count 2-2. And there are 2 outs. Now Tillman's at third. Ground ball right to Cadell. Over to Estelle. For the third out of the inning. The Tigers do pick up another run. We go to the top half of the 6th inning here. On the ACDN, it's Lady Tigers 5. Lagrange nothing. And we'll be back shortly. All right, back out here at Horde. Top half of the 6th inning. Emily Arnold lead it off with the Lady Panthers. Arnold flat out to left her first time up. Macy Townsend still in the circle. First pitch to Arnold is just right in there for strike one. Almost hammered foul, though. Down the third base line. Townsend quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Just missed with a changeup on the outside half. 1 ball, 2 strikes again. Nobody on, nobody out here. Arnold stays alive. Just fouled that one off. A really good pitch there from Townsend. The 1-2. Another changeup, and Arnold bangs it right back up the middle for a base hit. Well, Lagrange has the leadoff hitter on. Arnold singles up the middle, back up to the top of the lineup. And that'll bring up Ashley Chapin. Chapin has popped out and doubled. Takes a hack at the first one, fouls it off. Count no balls, 1 strike. Again, nobody out here. Arnold at first. Chapin at the plate. The 0-1. Lifted into the left. Sam McGidney going back. He'll pull it in for the first out of the inning, and Arnold will retreat to first. That'll bring up the catcher, Jalen Kelly. Kelly 0 for 2 in the game. 1 for 3 in game 1. First pitch is high. Kelly grounded out to short and then hit into a really crazy double play, a 1-3-2. 1-0 pitch. Gets the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A 1-3-2 ground ball back to the pitcher. She threw out Kelly at first. Runner at third tried to score, and she was tagged out. 1-1 pitch stays high. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard right at Katie Hayes. She goes to Tillman for, whoa, no. Throw is wide, gets into right field. Mershik quickly up. She makes a strong throw to third, and they throw out Arnold. Kelly reaches on a fielder's choice. Nice play out there by Burshit. Heads up. Backing up the throw from third to second. Throw was way wide. Picked it up. Arnold tried to take third, but was thrown out. Ground ball to Hayes. Strong throw to Maddox, so Williams is out 5-3. Well, Macy works around a leadoff single. And they strand 1. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning here on the ACDN. Still Tigers 5, Lady Panthers nothing. Coach Claybrook on her way to the home plate to make some changes, and we'll see what they are. And we'll be back. I'm back out here at Horde. Looks like a couple of changes made for the Lady Panthers. First in the circle, number 50, Aubrey Bonds, take over for Caldwell. And in the left, looks like Kelsey Dietz was going to take over for Thrailkill. So Bonds in the circle, new pitcher. First batter she faced will be Kier out west, Kiki. Kiki has popped out to second and single. Petrie's here. Got his glove. He's been throwing somewhere. First pitch to Kiki right in there for strike one. Nobody on, nobody out. The 0-1 pitch from Bonds. Right in there for strike two. Go-to pitch from Bonds. Hits her on the hand. Kiki been hitting both games today. I'm going to bring up first baseman Kenzie Maddox. Maddox 1 for 2 on the day, had 2 RBI. A single back in the fourth. Nobody out. Kiki at first. Just got under and lifts it out to short. Vanna Williams will haul that in for the first out. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 12, Megan Burshete. Burshete 0 for 2, I think. I don't know how to score that ball when Ashton got hit by the ball or run into the belly area. I don't know how you score that, but either way. First pitch from Bonds right in there for strike one. Kiki still at first now with 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. Kiki going. Throw to second. Not in time. Kiki has a stolen base. Pitch was low. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Laid off the high fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Are you throwing out there, Petrie? Petrie trying to get the wing back in shape. 2-1 pitch from Bonds. That stays high also. 3-1. You throw right-handed? I thought you was left-handed. 3-1 pitch to Burshete. Right in there for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Kiki at second. He reached on a hit by pitch. Stole second. Kenzie popped out. 3-2 count now on Burshete. Lays off it for ball 4. That'll bring up Samantha Gidney. And Gidney, the offensive star in game 1, 2 for 3 with 3 RBI. 0 for 2 in this game, though. Caught licking her last time up. Kind of a questionable call. She tries to bunt, bunts through it. Call strike 1. The 0-1 pitch to Gidney. Must have been high. 1 ball, 1 strike again. Bursheet at first. Kiki at second. 1 out here. Bottom half of the 6th. Ball's high. Kiki going to third. He's in there. Wasn't the most artistic slide you ever saw in the world. She's got dirt up in her helmet. First she took second. 2-1 pitch. Stays high. 3-1. One pitch on the way. Guinea draws a walk. Now the bases are loaded. Madison Beasley. Like Shanna wants to go out and put him on, Petrie. Go ahead. We'll let you talk. Give us a little insight. Not yet. Again, this is the last home game for the 2016 season for the Lady Fighting Tigers. 3 doubleheaders left. Still got to go to East Georgia and Georgia Highlands and then finish up at Darton in a couple of Saturdays from now. After that, we'll see where we stand. Postseason-wise, right now we're sitting in 3rd place with a 5-3 record. And Tigers in a really good position to make their first ever postseason appearance since they went to fast pitch. Oh my goodness, has to be 20 years ago. One out, bases loaded now. Beasley is 0 for 2. Walk, struck out, and popped up to the second baseman. Coach Brumbelow done. First pitch right in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch to Beasley. Popped up. Hit the top of the concession stand right behind us. So Bonds quickly out ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, 1 out. Bases are loaded. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to Williams at short. She was going to go home. Changed her mind. Threw to first. Not in time. And Kiki and Bursheet both score. I don't know how they'll score that. I'm going to score it an error.
26 people watching.
So that'll bring up Schmitty. Runners at the corners. If the Tigers can put one more on the board here, this will end the game. First pitch to Schmitty right there on the inside corner. Beasley goes to second unopposed. And I don't know if they'll give Beasley a hit or an error on that. 0-1 pitch. That's right back up the middle, and that's going to be the ball game. So Beasley picks up her 3rd hit, her 2nd RBI. And the Tigers take game 2, 8-0. Another outstanding effort here. 6 in a row now for the Lady Fighting Tigers. And they're hot as a pistol. Pair of shutout wins today. I believe the Tigers have won 8 out of the last 10. After a slow start, they're back on track. But we're done for them for this year. We'll be out here on Friday for the baseball game. So for Mark Brown, Kenneth Williams, Petrie Oliveris, and the ACDN, we'll say goodbye and see you Friday.